guys, this is Comic Uno. Today I'm doing a review for Superman Unchained, which I was not able to get printed this week. There's a couple issues I wasn't able to get at my comic book store this week. So Superman Unchained was one of them, and I got that digitally. And some of the Marvel stuff I wasn't able to get. But yeah, I still got it digitally, so don't worry, guys. Let's talk before I start this review. Let's just talk about Comic Uno episode 21, which is a show where I review all the comics I've read this week in one show. And here are the exclusive comics for that, which will be annotated, and that's a show on DarkAvengerINC. And here are the exclusive comics. Alex plus Aja, issue 1 from Image Comics. Trillium, issue 4. Got Green Lantern, issue 25. Morning Glories, issue 34. Then we got Action Comics, issue 25. So if you want to go check out those reviews, definitely go to Comic Uno episode 21 on DarkAvengerINC. That'll be annotated also. But again, let's talk about Superman Unchained, issue 4. Really like this cover. I'm a big Lex Luthor fan. He's definitely one of my favorite villains. So seeing him with this paper mache Superman, I'm like, what is he doing here? And I really like the colors. Jim Lee's art is amazing for this series. So really like this. So definitely liked it. And I love blue, so I really liked how that came out on the cover. And also they had like a red version in the end of the comic. You saw a red version, but I like the blue version better. But let's talk about this issue. We get to see that Lex has some master plan, and he's talking about it with paper mache puppets to Jimmy. And he's like, you know what? A lot of people expect Batman to die from Joker, and you know, a lot of people expect Superman to die from my hands, but that's not going to happen. And in the end of the issue, we find out that he's going to make Jimmy kill him in some sort of way. And here's the picture. Hopefully I get that for you guys. But yeah, so we get to see that he wants Jimmy to kill him. There's also a secondary story here, more about Lois. We actually get an interesting Lois story here, because she's from the issue 2 or 3. She had been in a storm or something, and she ends up on an island with one of these guys I guess she works with. And this guy actually has a crystal to make him survive. And he's like, alright, this has nothing to do with Superman, but you gotta make this stay away from a couple of people. And it seems like it has some sort of powers. So Lois is gonna keep this crystal, because that guy ends up dying in this issue. And we actually have a secondary story revolving around her and people that look like her. So does this have to do with the crystal? I don't know. It's actually Dustin Nguyen's art, which I love his art. I actually think, in my opinion, I actually liked it better than Jim Lee's art here. It's definitely a different style art, but I really liked how that worked out for the secondary story. And usually the secondary stories don't really have great art, but with this actually had a really good art. And I'm excited for Lois's story, so that's something interesting that happened here. But what happened with Superman and the monster going on here? Nothing really. They kind of help each other to fight these robots, and the monster is still saying, hey, I still need to defeat you. The government wants you dead, kinda. They think you're a threat, so I still have to defeat you. But that happened in the last issue already. So that's what happens, honestly. It's the same thing we got with last issue, where it's like, well, I still gotta defeat you, but I'll help you now. I'm not a bad guy. So I thought that was a little non-progression. But everything else I really liked. Everything but Superman I actually really liked in this issue. The Superman story wasn't bad. Again, it was just a little bit fillerish for me. But again, the art was amazing here, even for the secondary story. The Lois story has really got me interested, and the Lex story, I love that portion too, because that's just like classic Lex to use these analogies, like these paper mache dolls, and say, you know what, Jimmy, you're gonna kill Superman. So I thought that was a really good cliffhanger. So yeah, there's a lot of parts I enjoyed. And the Superman parts, it wasn't bad. It was just kind of fillerish. But at least it didn't take up the whole issue. It actually only took up, I would say, half the issue. So I'm going to give this 4 stars. I think overall this was a very solid issue. I'm enjoying Superman Unchained a little bit more than I did with issue 1. And I'm excited to see what Scott Snyder and Jim Lee does with this series. Because I think the story's getting more interesting. At least with the secondary characters. Like Lex Luthor, Jimmy, and Lois. I still don't know where Superman's character is going. But we'll have to see. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the rant situations. And don't forget to like my Facebook page. And I say pick this one up. I think there's a lot of great elements here. So I give it 4 stars, and I'll see you guys later.